السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه من اتبع هداه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in his book, فَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Remind the Muslims and keep reminding them, because they will receive an admonition by constant reminding. So just as a reminder, though our mashayikh might shed light, or maybe they discussed already some of these points, which we are going, inshaAllah, to elaborate more on some of them, but I feel there is no harm, inshaAllah, because this, inshaAllah, will give us admonition and we will be reminded by going through them. Rulings and regulations that are related to the fast. First of all, the niyyah or the intention of the fast. And before the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, he who does not have the niyyah or the intention from the night, he has no fast. That means his fast is invalid. And this is, of course, applied to the fard fast, Ramadan, the obligatory fast, not for nafil. Nafil, you can have the niyyah from the morning, no problem. And but first of all, we have to understand, and as we know, that deeds will be judged according to one's intention, So what is the niyyah? The niyyah, it is a mental preparation, that you prepare yourself mentally. For instance, when you get up to take wudu, that is a niyyah in itself. You are now taking the ablution, taking wudu. If someone asks you, what are you doing? I'm taking wudu, I'm taking ablution. What for? I'm going to pray, I'm going to the masjid. So when you are leaving from your house to the masjid, the niyyah is already in your heart. The niyyah is already in your heart. If someone comes, meets you on the way, where are you? I'm going to pray dhuhr. So the niyyah is already in your heart. When we get up at night, and we are eating the suhoor, if your little child said, Daddy, why are we eating now? Because my son, it is tomorrow Ramadan, we are fasting. So the niyyah is already in the heart. It's already there. Not that some Muslims, they might say, we have to say it. We have to utter it, and we have to pronounce it. What for? There is no need for you to pronounce it. It should be there in your heart. So that is very important, because the niyyah is it helps us to differentiate and distinguishes between the ibadah and the aada, okay, which is active worship and which is a habit or custom. So only, for instance, if we have two people are fasting in the sense they are not eating and drinking, but one is fasting only to lose weight, he's on a diet, and the other one is fasting to please Allah. So that one, though he is fasting, he's not getting any reward from Allah. But the other one will get the reward because of the intention, because of that nobility, the noble intention which he has. Who are exempted from fasting or siyam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as I said in the previous talks, that this deen is so simple, very simple, and it is very practical as well. So some people, they might not be able to fast, and they are incapable to fast. So Allah exempted them from observing this pillar of Islam, which is the fast. The first one is the insane, al-majnoon, the insane, the one who lost his sanity. So we don't ask him, he is not obligated to fast. The second one, children who haven't reached the age of puberty. But it is recommended that we train children to fast. We train them. Even half a day, maybe the second day he will complete 1 day. So we train the children, and that's what the women of the Sahaba, they were training the children. So we train the children to get used to the fast, in the same way we train them to pray. Also, pregnant women, because we know women during pregnancy, they feel weak. So some of them, fast might affect her health. So they are exempted from fasting. And they have to give what we call kafara. Every day they have to feed one poor man. But if they come fast, they should give it a try. I don't want our sisters to take it as a chance for them and they should stop fasting. No, they should try their best. If she found out that fasting really affecting her health and weakening her, then she can break her fast. But she should not from day one says, I am pregnant, I will not fast. No, give it a try. Give it a try. Then, if you find it difficult, then you can break your fast. Also, those who are ill, and the travelers, and the elders as well, they can also break their fast. Travelers, even nowadays, we travel in aeroplanes, and they have AC and everything. Nevertheless, you can break your fast if you wish. The rukhsa, the permissibility, is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whether you are traveling by an aeroplane or by car, still the travel itself or the journey is something tiring. And the Prophet ﷺ said, "As-safaru qit'atun min al-adab." So traveling is indeed a piece of punishment. And it is. Even if you are in an airplane, you come through turbulence, what happens? Huh? You feel that you are going to die. So still, you suffer, though you are on board of an airplane. So still, those who are traveling, they can break their fast if they wish. And if they feel tired, also they can break their fast. And the scholars, they differed about this point, which is better, to complete or to break. There are two opinions about this. Some they say you break a fast when you are traveling. Some they say you carry on. And both of them are correct. Because the Prophet ﷺ, he used to fast. And also the Sahaba, they used to fast. And some of them, they used to break. And none of them will blame each other. Those who are fasting will not talk about those who are not fasting. And those who are not fasting will not talk about those who are fasting. Because the room and the freedom is there. And also, women during the period of menstruation or after childbirth, they are not allowed actually to fast. They should break their fast. Validity of fasting. The validity of the fasting depends on the following. First of all, we have to abstain from food, liquids, sexual activities from dawn to sunset. From dawn to sunset. You should not be doing any of these things. Also the intention, we should have the intention, which is we said it's a mental preparation. And also it's recommended as well to take the suhoor before preserving the fast. So these are the things. So what will invalidate one's fast? Whatever goes into the body through the mouth. Food, drink, and also sexual intercourse. And sexual intercourse or the glucose, which is some injections that are nutritious, that is food, that will break your fast. That also will break your fast. And of course it is desirable, as it is known to all of you, to break one fast as soon as possible and to break with date and water. If there is no date, then water. Date. That is the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And after breaking our fast, we say, ذهب الظمأ وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله, which means thirst has gone, veins are flowing again, and the reward is certain, inshaAllah. That's the meaning of the dua. And we say this after we ate and drank, etc. We find some Muslims immediately, when he is sipping, he's saying, ذهب الظمأ. You're still thirsty. So how you are saying, ذهب الظمأ? Things that which invalidate one's fast, and of course they require qada, or you have to make up these days. For instance, eating or drinking intentionally. If you eat or drink intentionally, your fast will be invalidated, and you have to make up one day. Also, if you vomit intentionally, throw up, that means by putting your finger into your mouth, and then you vomit, that also will break your fast. But if you vomited, despite your will, you smelled something and you couldn't take it and you vomited, that will not break your fast. You just rinse your mouth and continue.